You.
Oh, great.
We will get started. I'll ask that you make an opening statement, and then we will open the call to our media members.
Okay, great. Well, first thing, I just want to say how excited I am about joining the U. While it's been a crazy time here in Seattle, preparing for our second round of the playoffs, the opportunity to come join the youth football program, Coach Golden, it's just really exciting. I can't wait to be down there, but hopefully it won't come for a few more weeks as we're hoping to continue on into our Super Bowl quest. But it's a great moment for us, for my family. My wife can't wait to get down there as well as our two kids, and it's going to be a great experience to be a part of the U, part of the football tradition they have there, and to be able to hopefully bring back the tradition of championships that they've established there over the last couple decades.
Thank you, Coach. We'll now take questions from the media members.
Hey, Coach, this is Susan Miller-Degnan of the Miami Herald.
Hi, Susan. How are you?
Hi, good. Welcome to your new job while you're still working in your old job, I guess.
Thank you.
Listen, I think you've gone from the pros to college, back to the pros, and now back to college. I know they're different. Why college now when you were somewhere where a lot of people aspire to be?
That's a great question, and I have done that. I did make the bounce a couple of years back, and then this past season I left University of Minnesota to come back to work for Coach Carroll. The first reason I would say is that I realized how much I missed the game of college football. And what I mean by that is the pageantry that college football brings, the youth and the excitement and the energy of the players that you have the opportunity to coach. So that would be, the first reason. Second reason was I wasn't planning on going back to college football this year. It wasn't something that I was looking into at all. It wasn't. I was thrilled to death to be in the job that I have and to be coaching the quarterbacks that I have and working for probably one of the best head football coaches in the country. But when a program like the University of Miami calls and you have that opportunity, it's almost it was a dream come true. I grew up in northern New Jersey, and I've watched Miami Hurricanes forever. My brother went to law school at University of Miami, and it was just one of those deals that I couldn't believe it, and I was so thrilled to take it.
Gotcha. And I'm from Cranford, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I know you're from Livingston.
I am, yes.
But listen, I also was wondering about recruiting. Obviously, you don't have time. You can't do anything with UM now, right? So,
right.
What will your responsibilities be, and what happens if? I mean, will you have any? If I guess depending on if the playoffs end for you or whatever.
Yeah, I think what'll happen is depending how we move forward in Seattle. Assuming that we win the football game on Sunday, then I will continue on my role as the quarterback coach of the Seahawks, and the program will recruit knowing that I will be there when our season's end. And I hope that the athletes that they're recruiting can see that there'll obviously be some visibility, because in that case we would be playing in the NFC Championship game. And then, obviously from there would be the Super Bowl. So there would be that recruiting would be going on without me making the direct hit. And hopefully the indirect hit of being a part of something successful in a championship program. And I'm just proud that, we won the NFC West Championship, and I'm sure Coach Golden and Coach Carroll and everybody that's down there in Miami recruiting are all, selling that the offensive coordinators come from a championship program, and will hopefully bring that same championship mentality to Miami.
Hey, Jedd, I know I promise this will be the last one, but I'm just wondering, are you allowed, technically, since you're still coaching there, I mean, would you be allowed to put a phone call into a recruit and talk, or you're not allowed to now?
Yeah, I'm not. From what I understand about the compliance, and obviously I would talk to the compliance officer, but until I take the NCAA recruiting exam, which traditionally is administered at the university, then there would be no contacts made with any student athletes or any potential student athletes from the high school ranks.
Okay, thank you.
You got it.
Hey, Coach. This is Matt Shodell with Kane Sport Magazine. Welcome.
Hey,
Welcome,
Matt.
welcome. I had another question along Susan's lines with recruiting. Are you at least, do you have time to evaluate tape? Because I know Coach Golden said he'd like 2 quarterbacks in the class, and I guess there's only 3 weeks left. Have you had a chance to even look at anything yet, or is that something that's going to all have to wait until you get down here?
Yeah, that would all have to wait. But there's such experience on the staff in terms of coaching college athletes, and Brennan Carroll, who's the national recruiting coordinator, has been a part of some evaluations of some top-notch quarterbacks, and being at SC, and obviously he's looking at him, and Coach Golden's looking at him, and there's a lot of coaches on staff. George McDonald, the wide receiver coach, is I'm sure looking at him, and as everybody's looking, they know exactly what direction we're trying to go on offense. They know what we're looking for in a quarterback, and I'm not. What I appreciate most about Coach Golden is he said to me, he goes, Jedd, you take care of your business, and you take care of winning this week and game planning and beating the Chicago Bears, and then whatever happens after that, we'll revisit it. But right now, we're all into winning. We're all into taking care of the Seahawks business right now, and then I can't wait to get down there, and hopefully that'll come here in a few weeks.
Hey, Jedd.
Hey, Coach, it's Brian London from All Canes Radio. Welcome.
Hey, Brian, how are you?
Good. Just wondering if you could talk about your offensive philosophy.
Yeah, well, the first thing that I really look forward to, I know a lot of people use the word pro-style offense, and what we're going to do is we're going to be multiple, and we're going to be balanced. And I think that's really the key to a pro-style offense. We're going to use personnel groupings to our advantage. I'm not equipped to tell you what the personnel groupings that we're going to use right now are because I haven't had time to evaluate the personnel on Miami's roster. But what I will tell you is that we're going to try to find ways to get our best matchups, and whether that be through the air, on the ground, whether it be getting the ball to our running backs in space, whether it be more of a downhill running attack, and then of course whether it be taking one-on-one matchups with our wide receivers. We're going to evaluate all of that. We're going to take our quarterback and be both under center and shotgun, and we're going to attack. The one thing that I really believe in is taking advantage of the defense with your personnel and being able to make explosive plays when the opportunity presents themselves. And with that, you've got to take care of the football. And if you take care of the football and make explosive plays, you're going to win a lot of football games.
What did you learn at your year at Minnesota calling plays? What did you learn from that experience, being in charge of the offense that you bring down to Miami?
Yeah, I learned. You can never underestimate the value of experience, and it was a phenomenal learning curve for me, both the good and the bad. We were able to have a tremendous day and 600 yards of offense against Michigan State, and then and struggle against Penn State, and all the games in between. And the thing that you learn is what the players can handle, what the 20-hour rule versus an NFL work week really feels like, what you can ask your players to do, and and really do a better job of evaluating your own talent. I think the key thing that in college football versus pro football is you better really know what you have, and you better really know what you can ask your guys to do. Now, the thing about coming to the U is we have the ability and the opportunity to have the best players in the country, and to be able to figure out what they do best, put them in position to do that, will give us our best chance.
Coach, this is Ryan. I'm with the Sun Sentinel. How's it going?
Hey, Ryan, how you doing?
Good. I guess talk a little bit about, like Susan said, you kind of bounce back and forth from college to pro. Just talk what you can bring, having played it or having coached up at the pro levels. What can you bring to a college team with that knowledge?
I really believe a lot in regard to the experience. The pro football it's all football all the time, and you're around the best of the best, both in terms of the athletes that you're coaching. and you really get a great feel of what can be done and what can't be done. And you also get a great feel of what's too much and what's not too much. And then, when you're around the pro athletes, scheme is so important. The schematics of what you're trying to do and trying to put guys in the best possible position is the amount of time that you can study film and, get ideas and learn from different coaches and learn from what people are trying to do to attack defenses. It's really, really good, really good. And to be able to take that experience and also the resources that you have in the National Football League in terms of offensive line coaches and the quarterback coaches and the wide receiver coaches and the coordinators and, talking to those guys and having access to those and asking those guys questions. You build such great relationships that they never die. And what I'm really looking forward to is coming in and using the experiences of what we did in the NFL, and we did a lot of good things. We did a lot of good things in the 9 years that I've coached in the NFL, and then take the experiences from what we did in Minnesota, and we did some good things there as well, and kind of collectively use that and put together the best possible plan for the University of Miami to succeed. And with that, I was able to be privileged enough to work for some of the best coaches, I think, in the game today, both at the NFL and collegiate level, and to hopefully use all of those resources to be able to help put the U's offense back to where it belongs, which is on top.
Coach, this is Steve Wine with the AP. Congratulations.
Thanks, Steve.
Tell us a little bit about the history of your relationship with Coach Golden, such as it is, and what your impression of him is.
Well, to be honest with you, it's a very short history. The history goes about 5 days. In regards to I never met Coach Golden prior to our phone conversations, and I will tell you that I couldn't be more impressed. Obviously, it's not an easy decision to make when you're in the middle of a playoff run, coaching a very young team with a first-year head coach here in Seattle, to leave it. And the reason why I left it is twofold. One, Al Golden. Two, the traditions at the U. The times I was able to talk to Coach Golden here on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, every time that we talked prior to the offer and the acceptance of the position has been great conversation. We're on the same page, not only philosophically but schematically. I think that we both bring a very similar passion and energy to coaching, and I'm just thrilled to have the opportunity to work for him.
So did he call you out of the blue one day, like 5 days ago? Is that the way this went down, or tell us how it transpired?
Yeah, he made contact with me on Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. He spoke with Coach Carroll, and then he spoke with me. And just try to make it was really more of a brief introduction at first, and kind of talk a little bit about my history, the people I've coached, the people I've coached with, the philosophy that I have, and we move forward from there.